This thing just cleaned underneath my couch. All right, that is pretty impressive. This robot vacuum right here is the Dreame X60 Ultra. I've always wondered, as someone who has a family and who has a house that's kind of always in a state of constant panic, are these really as self-sustainable, convenient, and easy to use as they are really marketed out to be? Vacuuming without actually getting stuck, mopping up real messes, emptying itself, cleaning itself, refilling itself. It all sounds fantastic and like a no-brainer, something that you should absolutely pick up. But is that true? Let's find out. So this is the Dreame X60 Ultra, and it checks all of those boxes. I've got the box, but I'm not really gonna do an unboxing because I've already been having it, set up and using it in my house for quite a while now. So this will be a little bit more like my actual use, not just first impressions. Of course, I'll go over it a little bit more in detail later on in this video, but essentially you have the cleaning robot itself and then the base station. The whole thing comes completely assembled as well. All you have to do is tear off a few stickers and plug it into power and you're good to go. So in my house, I've got LVP floors in the living room and the kitchen, and then 2 carpeted bedrooms. And like I said, I've got kids, so there's always crumbs, spills, and toys pretty much everywhere. My basic thought process through all of this was that if the cleaning robot can't handle the everydays of a family, then it's basically useless to me. Let's jump back to what initially caught my attention in the beginning, and that is my couch. It's roughly around 3 inches off the ground, and this thing can clean under it. I just lifted this thing up and moved it like a week or 2 ago, and it's astonishing how much like food crumbs, wrappers, all sorts of things like that can actually get stuck underneath there. So having a robot that can actually fit under there and clean it periodically means it's gonna stay nice and there's not gonna be any kind of surprises. The neat thing about the X60 Ultra is that it has a retractable sensor. They call it the VersaLift. So as you can see, it's about to go under, and you see that the sensor goes down, and now it's using cameras and LED lights to see where it's going instead. It's completely under there. That is absolutely wild. It's just so much better than having to move a whole sectional, my wife and I, and then, slide it out of the way, sweep everything out, put it back. No more of that. I'd love to say that my house, looks super neat and tidy all the time, but the reality is this is what it looks like most of the time. Sometimes there's toys on the floor and stuffed animals and squishmallows, and there's shoes and pillows, whatever. Sometimes there's just obstacles and things on the floor. Just the everyday normal stuff. So this will be a good real world test. Can it navigate all of this without just running over it, getting stuck, or just plowing through it? Well, it can, and that's because it's got 2 cameras on the front and AI built into it that helps it avoid obstacles. As you can see, it rolls up to an obstruction. It can tell it's there, and then it can simply just turn around and maneuver around it, going around them, and it does a really good job. I found that it works really well on items of all different sizes, from things like, a bundle of keys or a sock, or something as big as a towel or even shoes. Sometimes I don't feel like actually picking up everything off the floor before I get clean, and I know if you're gonna mop or sweep, you probably should anyway, but sometimes you just don't want to. And the X60 Ultra worked just as good and even better than I thought it would. I don't think it's absolutely perfect. I'm sure if I put something really weird in front of it, but for most normal everyday house clutter, it worked absolutely clutch. I mean, it just went around everything. That was really cool. It's got the 2 cameras, the AI system that successfully navigated around all that stuff. It's got another feature that I didn't think too much of at the time, but actually, seeing it in action, this is a really, nice addition to this product. It's LED lights. These are mounted on the front that actually illuminate the floor. What this does is actually helps it see dust and debris even better. They call it the proactive light dirt detection. I put down some light colored debris on the floor here. Hard to see in normal light, but with the lights on, it can detect this stuff and adjust its cleaning. It'll slow down or it'll do multiple passes. Without these lights, it probably would have just missed this. So just like it's hard for us to see it, in low light, the cameras can actually struggle as well. So this just helps it ensure that, it can see all the dust and the debris in a nice bright light and, just clean it better. Well, since we're already in the kitchen and we got that hard LVP on the floor, let's take a look at how well it mops. I've always kind of been skeptical about robot mops in general because most of them just drag a wet pad around, call it mopping. If it goes through dirt, does it just drag that wet, muddy dirt around the house? And then at that point, it's like, isn't it kind of just easier to take a bucket and a mop and, do the manual work yourself? But the X60 Ultra has some things up its sleeve to address all of those concerns. So we've got our spill, right? Your kid knocked his juice off the counter and orange juice is on the floor. Now we've got a nice little mess here. If we flip over the X60 Ultra, you can see it has these dual spinning mop pads that rotate at around 230 RPM. They're also heated thermal mop pads, which supposedly helps with tough stains. Not only do you get the rotation, but you get the downward force. You need that. It applies 15 newtons of downward pressure, which is like 3 pounds of force pressing down. And that's actually a lot for a little robot vacuum of this size. Before the robot leaves the station, it fills itself up with the correct ratio of water to cleaning solution. And as you can see, after a few passes at the spill, it is completely cleaned up. There's no sticky residue left on the floor. There's not a puddle of water. After it's done mopping, the X60 Ultra robot will go back to the base station and clean its mop pads with water that's supposed to hit 100 degrees Celsius or 212 degrees Fahrenheit. And I actually have this temperature gun and I'm gonna put it on there while it's doing it so we can actually verify that it gets at or very near that temperature. I'm not shocked that it actually does, but the good thing about this is that not only does it keep the mop clean, but it kills off any bacteria, and we should get a lot more out of this mop. And you're not just gonna, the next time send it out, it's not gonna be spreading out, all the germs and whatnot and the mess from the last time that it cleaned something up. The base station also hot air dries the mop pads after cleaning them so they're not sitting there wet and, growing mold or, who knows whatever else could grow, in an environment like that. You want it to get hot and wet and cleaned, but then you need to dry it, and this can handle that. That was just kind of an example of one small spill. That's not how I use it in everyday life. I'm not constantly spilling stuff on the floor. It's more, like splatters from the stove or, things spilling out of the sink. So what I use it as is, every other day or so to go and clean the whole entire living room and the kitchen itself. And that is all done within the Dreame Home app. I will touch a little bit more on that later down the line. First things first is the mapping, because how can this thing learn how to clean your home if it doesn't have an accurate and detailed map? So that's one of the first things that I did. Made my account, got the X60 Ultra paired up, and ran through the mapping process. Now this didn't take too terribly long. Like I said, we've got the LVP in the kitchen and the living room, and then off to the side we have 2 carpeted bedrooms. Now, if we go ahead and look at the map though, it did a very good job of going through and creating a detailed map of the whole upper floor up here. And then I just send this thing on its way. I don't even have to think about it. I don't know about you, and I don't know how much, I don't really mop on like, a strict schedule. I could kind of look at the floor. It's kind of bad. I'd bust out the mop. But with the X60 Ultra and a cleaning robot, you actually stay on top of that much more than you would if you manually did it yourself, which cuts down on time that you got to spend doing chores, and it allows you to do other things that you actually enjoy doing. Plus your house is just cleaner and you can't complain about that. If we look at the base itself, we've got 2 containers. The clean water on one side, which when you want to mop, the X60 Ultra draws the clean water from there, mixes it with the solution, goes out and cleans, and then when it's full, it goes back to the base, it docks, it sucks that dirty water up into the dirty water reservoir, redraws the clean water and the solution if it needs to continue cleaning until it's done. That is the definition of self-sufficient when it comes to mopping. The only thing you need to stay on top of is emptying out that dirty water tank. You don't want to let it sit there. I did let it sit there for a few days. Nasty. So really your only job is to stay on top of that. Now let's move on to the carpet. In my house, that is the bedrooms. You don't want that getting nasty. You don't want that to be a nice clean space. When you hop out of bed, your little toes get in the fibers, it's clean. So to mimic dirt and grime in your carpet, I've thrown some coffee grounds down because they show up well in carpet, some rice, and I'm gonna pull apart these cotton balls to simulate pet hair. We're all allergic, so I don't have any pets. But I do know that pet hair and hair in general are worst case scenario for a lot of these robot vacuums. I'm gonna do about a quarter cup of each, I'm just gonna kind of spread it around in 3 different areas so you guys can see it here. So the specs say on the X60 Ultra that it has 35,000 pascals of suction, which is a lot. It also has this feature called carpet force, where it automatically increases suction when it detects carpet. Because I do actually use the vacuuming on hard surfaces like in my living room and my kitchen on the LVP, and it's a little bit easier because there's no fibers, it's just a flat ground. So the carpet force feature is actually really nice, and it's pretty neat that it can do it when it detects carpet. So I'm gonna let it do 1 pass, just 1 pass to start. And now you can definitely hear it getting louder here. The suction has definitely increased. So if we take a look over here at the coffee first, yep, it's just gone. Yeah, the rice too. Now this was the dustbin before I started, and this is the dustbin after cleaning up the coffee, and the rice. All the coffee's in here, all the rice. It got pretty much everything up in one pass. You know, I'm sure my wife and daughter's hair are on the floor somewhere, weaved in there. And same with the cotton balls that we've ripped up here. And even with traditional vacuums, one of the most annoying things is that the hair just gets wrapped around the brush and it just doesn't clean well, and it's annoying to have to, you know, cut out with scissors or whatever you use to get it out. But if we flip this over and look at it, it's actually clean. There's nothing tangled on it. They call this their Hyperstream Duo Brush. It's got two different brush sections that are supposed to be anti-tangle. And it actually works. I know they say it's by design. I think maybe a little bit of magic, but it actually works. And if you have pets, this technology is really neat, because if you had to constantly sit there and untangle all the hair, it's just gonna be more hassle than it's worth. You know, at that point, you might as well just, you know, vacuum yourself. And the whole point of this is to eliminate and to upgrade your home into a completely self-sufficient system. Like I said, less time for chores, more time for things that you actually enjoy. Now, there's one thing in particular where a lot of robot cleaners fall short, and that's that they never really clean into the corners all the way, and there's always a little gap like on the baseboard because it can't actually butt up and get it cleaned all the way. And I don't want just like a ½ inch to an inch of dirt and dust around that, you know, it just misses. So this utilizes something that they call the Dual Flex Arm, which kind of sounds like a marketing term, but what it actually means is that the side brush and the mop pad both extend out to reach into corners and edges. So just watch the side brush when it gets to this corner. You see that? It extends out like an extra inch or two, which helps it get right into the corner. Same thing with the mop. The mop arm actually swings out. That's what they call robo swing. It twists into tight spaces instead of just going straight. And now that's actually clean under there. And that is the most annoying thing when I'm sweeping or cleaning up my kitchen, is that there's just cereal and food and stuff that gets underneath the cabinets and along the baseboard there. And you kind of just got to crouch down and scrape it out. No more of that. All right, so we touched on the vacuuming and the mopping separately, but it can actually vacuum and mop at the same time in the same pass. Efficiency, baby. So now you could vacuum up all the dry debris and dust and get it mopped clean at the same time. A lot of vacuums you have to either pick, you know, either vacuum mode or mop mode. This one actually just does both. It's got one more thing up its sleeve: obstacles. And I don't mean what we talked about before, navigating around, you know, stuffed animals and toys and stuff like that. I'm talking transitions from one floor type to another. It can actually climb over obstacles up to 3.5 inches tall. Now in my house, unfortunately, the transition from the LVP to the carpet is pretty smooth. There's no lip there. So I just made this so I can show you guys, you know, a demonstration of what it's actually capable of. So this is gonna activate what they call the Pro Leap system, where it lifts the whole chassis. I mean, just watch this. Yeah, I mean, it just lifted itself up and went right over the top. That is actually pretty wild, but an absolute game changer, so you don't have to worry about getting stuck with different floor types, you know, or navigating from room to room. It can handle that all by itself. Super impressive stuff. Most robot vacuums would just get to that point, hit it a couple times, you know, maybe do a little spin and be like, yep, I'm out of there, off to the next room. I can't get that far. So after using this for a while, here's my final thoughts. It's not perfect, of course. I mean, no robot cleaning solution will be, but it's damn near, and it's probably the best one that I've tested out and used so far. If you've got low furniture like couches, beds, cabinets, things that are close to the floor, this kind of thing is an absolute game changer because it actually cleans under there. The retractable sensor works really well, and most vacuums would just skip that area entirely. And like I said, you'd still have to move that furniture or have someone lift it up and manually sweep under there, and it's such a pain. The corner and edge cleaning on the X60 Ultra is probably one of my favorite features. That dual flex arm where the brush and mop extend out, you know, it actually gets into the corners instead of just getting close, and it can clean 100% of the area, not just 95%. And I legitimately don't have to do any type of manual cleanup or finishing after it's all done. And we live in our houses, so, you know, sometimes it's gonna be messy, not having to pick up everything out of the way and just having it navigate, you know, sometimes around some of that stuff. And basically you can just set it and forget it. The base station does everything. You know, it empties itself. It's supposed to be good for up to 100 days. It refills the water, drains the dirty water, cleans and dries the mop. I know I didn't touch a whole lot on the app either, but from within that, you can set schedules, your no-go zones, different cleaning modes. It works with Alexa and Google, direct voice control too. You know, pretty standard smart home stuff, nothing crazy, but it all works really well. So currently the Dreame X60 is going for around $1,400. I know that is not cheap. That is a nice chunk of change. But if you are in the market for a high-end and high-performing self-cleaning robot, the Dreame X60 is an absolutely solid choice. If you want something that handles real-life mess, spills, carpet, corners, hard floors, obstacles, all of it. Throughout my testing, this thing, it does it all. I'll drop a link to it in the description if you guys want to check it out. And thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. See ya!